Hey YouTube family. Today's DIY will be about making a clutch. This was requested by a nice person I think I met on Twitter. She liked the clutch that I made before using my ankara cloth, so I decided to make one as well. Yeah, I did this with a glue gun, and it's made out of ankara stuff, and it has stiffener material as well, and it has a bow, and on the bow I added some diamonds as well. Yeah, it's a practice about making my own clutch for the first time, because the other clutch that I made, I just was already made clutch and I just added a cloth on it, but this one I made from the scratch. So bear with me about like the opening. It goes like this. It goes through a hole of where the bow is. Just pull it out and voila. This is how you open it, and yeah, I have some stuff in it as well, so like that, so you can see how it is. And this is how you close it. You can just also, you know, stuff it in like this, like in an envelope. It'll be easier to carry and to hold if you don't want to do the whole bow thing as I did, or as I did, I made a little hole here, just put it inside, pull it in, just like pulling a rabbit out of a hole. You pull the bow out and voila, just like that. Bear with me though. So yeah, this is how I made my ankara stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy watching the clip on how I made it from scratch. While I'll be playing, making this clutch, I'll be playing Judy Truth music, as you hear in the background. She's a gospel singer that I heard of through Sid Roth. It's a great program that I watch to inspire myself about life and everything. And about Judy Truth, I have no affiliation or whatsoever, and I'm not doing any advertisement as well. I just love what God does. This particular music that she's playing is called Soaking. In times of stress, of chaos or anything, I just put a pillow between my legs and I lie down on my head and I just connect myself to God, and I use Judy Truth music that way to block all the chaos, all the stress and all the negativity. I just leave my flesh and my bone out of this world, and I just need God in that way. And after listening to her songs, after some hours, I feel so. I hope while you guys are also listening to this music and those guys, and if you're willing to try, you just close your eyes in that way and just meditate, and you just feel supernatural healing or happiness, a joy that's different from the joy we know in this world. I'm going on and on. So I hope you guys enjoy making the clutch. If you have any comments, and do like, of course, it's always very nice, and share the video if you like as well. God bless you. Until the next time, bye now. So among the products, I forgot to mention or post that I used a piece of linen and satin cloth, so bear with me. I apologize for that. I'm drawing here the base of my clutch is a tartan. As you can see, my drawing is not really like Rembrandt's, but I hope you catch my drift. You'll be cutting your linen and your ankara cloth or your cloth of choice into this pattern. Then you glue gun it all together, as I'm doing right here. You make sure you glue only the outer parts and not inward of the cloth together. I also made sure, or you can also make sure that you glue the outer corner of your clutch, and be careful while pressing it down like I'm doing, because it's quite hot. The reason I'm doing this pressing or gluing it from inside is to make sure your cloth can be able to sit. Also glue the linen cloth very well into the shape of a triangle, like so. I went ahead and I pulled it inside out. While doing so, be careful that you don't rip anything by pulling it too hard. Be careful. Of course, it's all firm by the glue gun, but you never. Yeah, it's always good to be very careful. So as you can see, the bottom is yeah, the bottom part of the clutch, and the smaller part, or the yeah, that is really the, let's just call it the flap of the clutch. I made sure that I glued everything in between very well so that it stays very firm. So this is how it eventually looks like. I made sure I also glued not inside, but between the clutch and the, excuse me, my linen cloth and my ankara, like so. Just make sure you glue everything very well so that nothing will be coming out. And you'll be sitting like this. So I apologize for this part. I guess you didn't see what I was doing. What I was showing there is that I continued to glue very well inside. Um, so when it was done, I went ahead to make the bow. I cut out of my satin stuff. You can use any kind of color or any type of cloth you want for your bow. I used this color, and I placed in between a piece of linen, as I did in my clutch, and I glued it all around. Please be careful while you're doing this. If you're younger than 18 years old, ask an adult to help you. As you can see, I burned myself there. After I glued it, I just put in the linen from the side, and then I glued the mouth endings together like so. I then folded it in this way, almost like, yeah, you know those fans? And then I tied the middle part with a piece of ankara cloth. Like I said before, it's any choice of cloth you want to use, but I chose this part because I thought it would match very well to my cloth. And I also decorated the sides of the bow, forgetting my words. I placed some rhinestones, and just to give it a more, yeah, like a statement look, a little bit of diva, if you understand, or if you get my drift. Okay, I'm serious now. So I placed some rhinestones on it like so, and you can use anything. I even thought of using some studs. So if you want to use that one, you can give it that look. Use some studs instead of rhinestones. I use these types, and I used the normal, yeah, like transparent color so that it'll match my bow. While using the glue gun, please be careful. It's really hot, and like I said, if you're younger than 18 years old, you can always ask an elderly person, an adult, to assist you. I then put some glue in between my clutch in the middle, and I placed my bow on it like so. I also glued more of the outer sides of my bow so that it will stay very firm. I also went ahead and made a hole on top of my flap of my clutch. The excess of making a hole is that this is the way I designed. I had my own idea of using the bow, uh, pulling it through so that it will stay closed. So my hole was really little or tiny, so you can go ahead and make yours more bigger than I did. Uh, yeah, so you just go ahead and make it bigger so you can just pull your bow right out like so.
The scissors I used right there was just to make sure that I press all the glue together. Be careful because it's hot. I really burned myself. I also decorated the outer part of the hole with some rhinestones because yeah, I didn't really like the way the hole was just like there. So just to give it a camouflage, I did it that way. So you can continue to go on and just fill up the hole, and eventually it will look like this. When you pull the bow out of the hole, like I did in the beginning. I hope you guys understood my little tutorial. If you need any answers to your questions, please ask. God bless you as always. I enjoyed making this movie, and I hope you do by watching. Bye now.